Hey guys, it's Karen from Waterfall Acrylics. Welcome to my Fluid Art channel. Today's a big day. It is collaboration day for all the art pieces that will be up for auction to benefit those affected by the California wildfires. All the information is in the description section. Check it out. Please donate. Pick yourself up some beautiful art. And I'm going to try to do something representative and deconstruct something big. Let me get you down. Okay, going to list the colors real quick. That's Q-Neg, of course, followed by some iridescent gold bright, followed by some Horizon, this little piggy, followed by King's Blue, Amsterdam Expert Series, some Hammerhead, this little piggy, and my cell activator is just lamp black. That all went by so fast. This is an 18 by 24. Trying to do a deconstructed seascape to represent the California coast, have it look windy and rocky and everything I think of, particularly along the Pacific Coast Highway. Right there, I was loving the movement. And isn't that always the way? You get it to where you want it, but no, you have to tilt it out. And when I do these, I tend to do one section at a time and stretch or spin or tilt off as much paint as possible so that when I do the second half, the top half doesn't really move or moves very, very little. So it was a little sad here because I lost some of my bend when I stretch out these clouds. But I was really happy with the blue and how it looked like a sunrise and the softness of it. I wasn't real thrilled with, I think there's a gray section at the bottom, but it gets covered up. So I'm just going to spin it, stare at it, spin and stare, stop and stare. That's what I'm doing here. And wait, after this next spin, there is like a section of the King's Blue that mixed with Hammerhead there over on the right that I thought was just absolutely gorgeous. And I knew I wanted more of that near the bottom. And that comes down to how you layer your second puddle. And that's when the trouble started. Do you see that black spot I'm pointing to? Kind of in the middle? Yeah, I wouldn't say I ruined it, but I totally changed the composition because that black spot I'm pointing to, it couldn't stand. It really bothered my eye. So I'm staring, like it's got to go. This video was originally 55 minutes long. I had, I think 3 fails on the bottom part, so all of that got snipped out of the video. And here I am. I decided to take my wind and my clouds and make them sweep across the canvas, all in an effort to get off that big black bob. So I got it off to the side there. And then I think I just give it a spin and let the centrifugal force do the work for me. So we spin that off, I think. Yeah, so now the clouds are sweeping in, but I was able to see that blue area. I really, really liked that and wanted more of it along the bottom. And so here we go with the bottom portion, and you can see all the grays underneath of my previous fails. And I'm using the same colors. So there's the Q-Neg in the gold, the Horizon. I want to see if I switch colors or do I leave it the same. I can't remember. And here comes Hammerhead. And then King's Blue. I am just totally in love with this color. I've been putting it in everything lately. It's the Amsterdam Expert Series. So there's King's Blue. And then what do I do? And then just my lamp black CA. So we give this one a blowout. I'm trying to push those blues up near where the horizon line will be. And this one took several tries because I wanted it to be blue, orange, and had my picky pants on and wasn't getting it. So I think I come close with this third attempt with the hairdryer. So I do a really nice job with the hairdryer there, where I follow behind the CA and really push it out to the sides and don't pass it up. So I was pretty happy about that. And I creamed into the sky a little bit, but I don't think it hurt anything. And what else can I tell you? It's just a labor of love. My family, we had just did a vacation in Central North California last August and drove up and down the PCH sightseeing, and we did Big Sur, and it's just such a beautiful state. It just broke my heart to watch people's homes go up in flames like that. Just really, truly awful. So now I'm just toting out kind of slowly here because I want to keep that blue I have that I wanted like up near my horizon line. That was really important to me at the time. And I usually don't like it when the center of the bloom remains on the canvas because it just looks like a hole to me. But I believe I get that close enough to the edge. And my paints were super, super thick. And so I believe portions where I'm tilting is sped up times 3. That's how slow my paint was moving because it was just so thick. And I don't know, what am I doing here? Standing around staring, pointing at that black spot. I spent a lot of time that got snipped from the video. Oh, I'm puffing to make some cells. With a toothpick, and I would lay a toothpick in areas and then pull it out and kind of twist it while it was under the paint to help lift off colors, and it helped me create lines. You'll see the final result. The bottom of this is quite linear because I was trying to capture the sky and then the sea and then the rocks with a little bit of water. Like I had a whole vision in my head. I got most of it in there. I think I'm going to spin, try to take off. There's another dark area on that one side I didn't like. And the other thing I didn't like right here is that the painting is a bit unbalanced. See, everything needed to go back the other way. Otherwise, it looks like everything's on the left and nothing's on the right and was too stretched out. So that was me moving things again, and now I'm going to go back the other way. I'm futzing with that area where I just puffed those cells. And this one was scary because it feels like I'm pouring off, all the paint off the canvas, but I'm really not. Look at the top. It looks like, oh my gosh, you got rid of the whole sky. But it's there. You'll see it in a minute. It's an optical illusion. And then when I tilt it back the other way, it comes back. But notice how the sky barely moved at all. I was really happy. So if you take these on, definitely complete it a section at a time. All right, what am I doing now? Giving it a spin. I think I'm close to done. This is looking pretty good. I think I get obsessed with a bikini corner. If you don't know what a bikini corner is, it's a little triangle of paint that looks like bikini bottoms. All you have to do is imagine the legs coming out of either side of the canvas, and it would be a bikini bottom. And there's a little gray one there on the bottom left that I noticed. And I'm like staring at it. Oh no, I'm still concentrating on the little black area. And there I am with my toothpick taking out some more paint. I really wanted this to be as perfect as possible for the auction. So really spent a lot of time on it, like I said. And tried to be super, super careful. So once I'm done dorking around with my toothpick, I think we give it a couple spins to take off that bikini corner. Oh, we're going to tilt it first. Yep, I'm pointing to it. I know myself so well. And then it comes down. And we're just trying to put everything kind of back in the middle. And this is sped up as well. And look, it's just so sluggish. It was like sloth paint. Come on down. It was a struggle. I think I get most of it off. And then I actually listened to my own rule that if 98% of the painting is good and you have one little spot that you don't like, that you just live with it because you'll forget about it once it's dry and hung up and all pretty. And I did take my advice and not try to fight to get that bikini corner off. I'm like, oh, well, it's not worth it. Pointing to the blue. And then that middle, there's the blue. I like the little bit of sun. What I really like is how the Cunei gold, you'll see when we get a close-up, looks rocky, like a shoreline. And then there's little estuaries of water. I had it all planned in my head. But, you know, getting it out of your head onto the canvas without using a paintbrush, that's the challenge. So final spins here. Whee! And around we go. And then I think I don't think there's much else I do to it. And once it's done spinning, we'll stop and take a hard look. Oh, there was something on the left side I was trying to get off. I think some of the black, because I moved my canvas. See how off-center my canvas is? So that the paint would fly off your right side. It's up, the painting is upside down, so it's really the left side that I was trying to get rid of. And there we have it. Oh, what an editing effort, y'all. This painting took much, much longer than those 15 minutes. That's what I say. Much longer. Pretty happy with how this turned out. There are bits that I'm really super fond of. Particularly, let me tilt it. I can never get the bling. The whole middle section, to me, just is amazing. I like this cloud here in the middle, all the calm areas. Help give your eye a place to rest. That bottom is wild. I think it's super pretty. Again, this is an 18 by 24. It'll get a couple coats of varnish before it goes off to the winning bidder. All the information is in the description section. I'm out of time. You guys take care. Please like, share, and subscribe. Love you all, and peace out.